Sai.
Brago, Brago, Brago. We're leaving Egghead, man. The Straw Hats are sailing away. Nobody can really stop them unless the Vice Admirals chase them. It looks like we're home free.
Looks like it.
Yeah, I mean, well, okay, first up, before we get to the main topic, do you think anybody's going to chase us? Any VAs, Kizaru, Sentomaru, like anybody? Because Saturn's not. I mean, the dude's chilling. You know, he's looking at Emmett the giant robot and he's just hanging
He's
out.
like, Emmett.
Yeah, he don't care no more, dude. He said
What
they're
am
long
I
gone.
gonna do with you? No, I don't think anybody chases them right now, unless Smoker pulls up out of nowhere, and then I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you think Smoker would stand a chance against what we have packing right now? The whole crew plus the Giants?
Smoker doesn't stand a chance. I don't know if Smoker gets past Sanji or Jinbei, to be honest, at this point.
Yeah, he's Jinbei level for sure. At the most.
Unless he's gotten stronger, right? You know, like I don't know if he has a knot around his waist.
Yeah.
Got to be careful.
Quick, Akainu, I need to use your Conqueror's coding. Please.
Yeah, put this in his knot for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think nobody's chasing after Strides though. Is this? We're done. We're gone. We're out of there. We gone.
If somebody chases us, it would just be a little bit redundant, right? Like a VA pulls up, we one shot him, we're out. You know, Kizaru pulls up, he's winded, he's fighting the whole crew, he's out. Like, you know what I mean?
He's
like,
done. It's just like let him go. Just let him go.
Yeah, just let him go, guys. So the main topic is that whenever we leave an island, we always go and see what the side characters are doing, right? When we were going to Egghead Island, we saw Cross Guild, a little bit of Shanks and Marco. We got a Weevil update, which is kind of weird. Like, we get a lot of stuff here, man. We even got Boa versus Blackbeard and Kobe. Like, yeah. I think Oda's going to be in his bag, especially now that we're in the final saga. So who do you think we're going to see in the manga next?
I think Smoker's a good possibility. Vivi and Big News.
I forgot about Vivi and Big News, right? People thought they were going to come to Egghead.
Yeah, they should be on their way there. So Vivi and Big News, Smoker. Yeah, think about the people that's on the seas that's like moving around. I mean, isn't Sengoku and Pseudonym moving around?
Yes.
I don't know if they would come to Egghead. Maybe.
Where do you think they would go? Like Sengoku and Sudo, they were talking about Cross Guild 1 minute, and then the next minute they heard about Garp, and then we cut away, and now they're on a boat. It's like, wait, you know, which one are they weighing more?
That's tough. I'm not sure.
If you were Sengoku and Sudo, who would you go after?
I'd want to go after Garp just
For
because
Bingo
of our
Night.
connection.
Yeah.
But you can't go to Hachinosu. So I think if anything, I'd get close to where they are. So if a situation arises where I can pull up and help, maybe. So maybe I go to the base that's close by.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like
Right.
a Sudo thing, right? Because she's the strategist of the Marines.
Yeah. So I go to the base that's close by and kind of rendezvous there.
Yeah. I
That's
hate that.
kind of what I do
Yeah.
at this point.
And then plus, like, when you think about it, now that Kobe kind of declared that he's going to stop Luffy and, you know, find the One Piece and do his thing, like, he's not really focused on Blackbeard right now. So now that Kobe's not focusing on Blackbeard, I think it does open up the door for other Marines to focus on Blackbeard, like Sengoku.
Sengoku, where's Fujitora?
Yeah, missing.
Right. And
Well,
so
not missing, but just we haven't seen him.
we knew that the world government and the admirals were spread thin. You know, so at this point, I really don't know if they have the assets and the resources to go after everything that's going on right now. Like, I don't know what's the weakest spot they can attack right now?
Yeah.
Maybe Amazon Lily?
Amazon Lily again? That's only if Boa's there, though,
Like
right?
spin the block. But they already did that. So it's just like, I don't know. It's kind of like, because they did tell her, like, leave, pretty much,
Yeah.
or surrender.
I
So
sympathize with Akainu, dude. He really did become the fleet admiral at the worst time.
Because, for instance, let's say Big Mom and Kato is still alive, and they pull back up and they're just wreaking havoc. Like, what do you do?
You got to
No,
deal with them
yeah.
right away. But do you, though?
know?
Because it's like the water's rising, you know, people are dying, you know, pirates are going after
You're
your
welcoming
Laugh-Tail.
death.
Yeah, it's like there's too many battlefronts right now. And I guess like the one thing that we do have for the Navy is that they have the Seraphim. Like they have S-Hawk. You know, they
I
have.
forgot about them.
Yeah, we got the 3 ones that have just been deployed, I think, like S Flamingo, S Bat, and S Crocodile. So
Yeah.
we don't know how strong those guys are, but yeah, I mean we got some people. And then there's Impel Down too, right? Like, are they going to break out? Are we going to transfer them somewhere else because the water's rising? Like, the Marines have a lot on their plates, man.
Yeah, like I said, so much that's going on that you can't really pinpoint a focus on one thing. I think you just gotta the thing that's most priority, most urgent. That's the thing you kind of try to fix at that time. So, like right now in the world, if I'm the world government, you're looking at it, you're probably worried a lot about like Lucia, I guess, or like the optics of Lucia.
Yeah. So just PR.
So yeah, the PR. So how do you bring that back to your side?
I guess you go after
like,
Morgans.
You act like it didn't happen, didn't exist.
Maybe you just don't comment on it, right? Let it cycle out of the news. you just gotta pretend like the Lucia never happened. Just keep on letting the water go down.
Like, no comment.
Yeah, remember Elisabella's like, wait, like Lelucia, Dogama, go check it. You know, like Dogama comes back, like Lelucia's not here, sir. And then the Navy's like, what's
Lelucia? Insane that is, dog. Where it's
That's
like
crazy.
Like for instance, somebody that you know is from Florida.
Yeah.
Right. Somebody's from Florida. All of a sudden, you get a report that Florida doesn't exist anymore. Like, what? Like, call up. Let's see. And it's like Florida really isn't there. Like, bro, that's scary. That's really scary.
On a real note, though, have you seen that one YouTuber? This is an old meme. There was a YouTuber that thought Australia wasn't real. He had like a whole thing where he's like, yo, Australia does not exist. They're all paid actors.
I think I was watching the what was the podcast of Grand Line O'Hara and Joy Girl?
Blue Banana?
The Blue Banana.
I hope that's the name of it. Because if not, then the Blue Banana sounds kind of crazy.
And they were talking about, because Grand Line and Joy Girl, they're both from Australia. So talking about this, like how people don't think Australia is real, and it's like they're like in Iowa or something. Like, so you get on the plane, they drive you around a little bit. It's just like a bunch of actors in Iowa or like some random state, and so I'm just like, yo, what? You know wait.
For reals though, like if somebody paid you, dude, they paid all of your wages, you know, for your house, a monthly salary, like everything. And they're like, you have to just say you're from Australia and you have to use the Australian accent. Would you do it? I would. I would play so hard into it. If they paid you, yeah.
Remember, you gotta live in Australia.
But I mean, that's not real though, right? If you're an actor.
It's not real, but like the dangers I think are real. Like I believe the snakes are over there and the spiders and all that extra shit.
Okay, but like, what if the government just like drops off a bunch of spiders at the front of your house?
That's what I'm saying. It's just like you kind of have to deal with the habitat that they've created over there. So
yeah,
it's like
you gotta play into it.
Yeah, so seriously, they're paying my mortgage.
Yeah,
they're paying like a stipend for eating and stuff.
Yep,
I'd consider it. It's just like, for how long is this happening?
Only when you're online. Like whenever you like make a video and stuff. Like in your daily life, you can just be normal, like good old BDA law.
Okay.
But like whenever you post a video like on YouTube about One Piece, you got to like throw in the Australian accent, you know, throw in the slang. Talking about like, you know, kangaroos.
That's a lot to do just to get a conspiracy off, bro. And you got to do this with multiple people and make sure that they're on the same page and like nothing's weird.
But the money though. I mean, I've seen some of your sponsors like with the hentai ads. It's like, you know, like, I've seen. I know what we do for a bag, man. Like, yeah. I love that game though. Hey, that's a great game, by the way.
One of the most watched ads. I don't know why. One of the most watched ads.
Yeah, one of the most watched ads Brago happens to be a hentai game. It just happens, like, dude.
This, you know, this coincidence, yo. Coincidence.
It's weird. Autoplay. How did we get here? How did we get to like fake Australia? We're talking about One Piece, right?
I don't know. How the hell we got to Australia? I don't remember.
Shoot, dude. So outside of the Marines, I know I've been saying this over and over. I'm a broken record every week, but I really do hope we see the Celestial Dragons and the Holy Knights and what they're all about. Because we still have not seen a single member of them, minus Garling, who's like just the Supreme Commander.
Mm-hmm.
I would love if we got like some of their crew members, or, you know, just maybe even just one.
Oda's going to start to roll them out. I don't know. I would like to get some more Garling. Like I said, I would like to see a few of those guys, but I would like to get a gauge of those guys as well, as far as like strong they are, like what's going to be their impact going forward. But I think Oda's gonna roll it out slowly because even when you think back to Ginny, right? Remember when she got kidnapped?
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of targeted. Like, is the person that did it still alive?
I bet we're
So
gonna meet
it's
the
just
dad.
the dad of Bonnie.
Yeah, it's
You don't
totally
think
gonna
it's
come back
Saturn?
in. I don't think it's sad or no. I lean more on the side that Bonnie's dad is a Garland because
Yeah,
we saw like the whole SBS where Oda made her a guy and they had like the same like face and scruff that Shanks
yeah,
has.
yeah,
So I'm like,
yep,
yeah, I think it's
yep.
Garland. That'd be a crazy tie-in.
Nah, that would be an insane tie-in. Garland, you know, that family's kind of getting kind of crazy. You got
Yeah,
somebody Shanks. If
it
you
might
had
be the
Bonnie, I
world's
don't know.
strongest
Yeah,
family.
you ever heard about that theory
Which theory?
about Nico Robin being Roger's daughter?
Oh, I've heard about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I
I've seen
don't
some insane theories. I'm like, what?
I don't throw that one any bones. Like I feel like theories are like I see it like a fantasy football team, right? Everybody has their own theories that they kind of believe in. That's not my pick. It's not my first round pick, not my second or third. It's I'd say that one's kind of like near the bottom.
So, do you play fantasy football?
No, I only hear about fantasy football from you. You're the only person I know that uses fantasy football and like plays it on the daily. Whenever we do these videos, Brago's like, "Hey, yeah, let's record real quick, but also give me like 5 minutes. I gotta play fantasy football," and I'm just sitting here like. So that's why I know about fantasy football.
Sometimes I'm knee
learning,
deep in a
dude.
trade. If you play fantasy football, you understand. I'm like knee deep in a trade. I'm like, yo, let me just
Yeah,
let me
Brago
get
gives
this
me all
done.
the details about the deals, how we got effed up, how the season's
Because,
playing
bro,
out. I'm like, bro,
it's
I'm
kind of
learning
like
so much.
it's kind of like a certain place, right? With certain deals, it's like you want to get them done right away because typically, bro, from my experience, when somebody's like, "Oh, I'm asleep on it," they actually do sleep on it, and they wake up as like, I think I don't want to do this anymore. So like I want to catch them late, right? When they're kind of tired,
Yeah,
and they're not thinking it
get them when they're
straight.
vulnerable.
That's when you hit them. So it's like sometimes it's like I'm in knee deep in negotiations. I'm just like, hey, give me a second.
Yeah, quick. I
Let
know
me
we
get
have
this
to record
accept.
One Piece, but
Yeah,
let me tell you, I gotta
So
do this
like,
real quick.
yeah,
I gotta play the
let
mind
me see.
games. But yeah,
It's good.
like that one's near the bottom of the barrel for me when it comes to theories. I'm not there yet. If we get more information, of course, that can change. But yeah, outside of the Celestial Dragons and Holy Knights, I think another group we could see, the Grand Fleet. What are they up to? Are they going to meet up with Luffy? Are they going to start? Like, dude, we don't know what happened to Bartolomeo and Shanks, right? Like Shanks said, yo, we got to deal with this guy. Barto has not reacted to the news. He didn't react to the Luffy news. He didn't react to Vegapunk's message. Barto's just not here. We got like goddamn 5 panels of Leo reacting to the news,
No
not
Barto.
knowing what the hell's going on. You're telling me we didn't get Barto? That's
You think
crazy.
Barca got packed up?
Oh, 100%. I think Shanks is a good guy. I don't think he's like, it's malicious, but if somebody messes with your territory, I feel like you have to set an example, right?
It depends. Just because like
It's not like the kid treatment, but it's like, like a little bit lesser than that, right? Like you like maybe instead of like a hockey Kamusari, maybe he like whips out like a tiny Mihawk blade and just does him in.
that's tiny Mihawk played is kind of crazy.
I think a funny thing to think about with the Holy Knights too is that if Oda does want to show us how powerful they are, he's gonna have to like throw somebody under the bus, right?
That's the tough part. We need somebody to be made an example of. So like, Oda doesn't do a good job of that though. Using people as examples. Like, what do you think is the best time he's done that? I think Green Bull was a good one for Shanks, but it's like even still, we weren't sure of Green Bull and his strength either. So it's like Oda does this thing where sometimes he sacrifices a lamb, and it's like, bro, the lamb's already dead.
Yeah, he was already
So, like,
fighting all the scabbards. He'd have to fight Kid and Law, and then he was like, "Wait, I have to fight the red-haired pirates too? Like all these guys?" Like
for Kid,
yeah, he
like
wasn't walking out.
I feel like a lot of people look at Shanks's feat against Kid, and they don't like. They'll be like, "Oh my God, Shanks is so strong." I think a lot of people looking at like, "Oh my God, Kid's so trash."
Yeah, that's
You know?
hard.
Because it's like you don't really have much to gauge from. So it's like when you want those comparisons, it's like, how do you Like, what's the best time Oda's used like another person to hype another person, and it's like lived up to it
Kuzan.
versus
Cracker.
an anime?
Well, yeah. In the anime, it happened in the manga too, but we just, we didn't see it. It was that quick.
Yeah, it didn't happen like that.
Yeah. Kuzan versus Cracker. I mean, he showed up, he put in the work, and then we saw Kuzan put in work on Hachinosu. So I think that was a good follow up. But for the Holy Knights, like, who could they pack up realistically that people would be okay with, and that would also display their strength? Like, the only people I can think of right now are probably the Toby Ropo. Yeah, no, that sounds so stupid. The Toby Ropo aren't strong, but like, they're around. We don't know where they are, so
Probably like fodder, like revolutionaries,
fodder revolutionaries. Like your favorite characters, like Jerome and
like
Ahiru, Karasu.
He's not fodder, but like somebody that's known at least.
Yeah,
You got to put him down. You got to
put him in the grave.
No, I wouldn't. Maybe if you want to do that, but I think you gotta make an example out of them.
What about Kaido or Big Mom? What if they come back and the Holy Knights put him down? Would you be upset at that?
I'd be a little bit upset because if Big Mom comes back, I'm more interested in her story.
Yeah.
And how that evolves going forward. Kaido, I don't care. Because Kaido is dead to me at this point.
Damn.
It's not a bad thing. It's just like I feel like how he went out was appropriate. So him coming back, Oda has no plans for Kaido.
Yeah, I totally agree though. Like Big Mom and the Elbaf thing with Prince Loki, the whole dynamics of Elbaf. I feel like Big Mom can come back into that extent. As far as Kaido goes, like the only thing I personally want out of Kaido right now are two things. Kaido training Jack into being the pirate he wants him to be. Because he's put a lot of stock into Jack, and we don't know where Jack is at. So like, hey, maybe Kaido, like, he looks at Jack and he's like, hey, this is the son I always wanted. Trains this guy up for the new gen. I think that'd be cool.
Gives him some conquerors hockey. Gives him a knot.
Yeah. Kaido's like, hey, son, here's my cock. And then, Jack, whenever he fights somebody, he's like, all right, Kaido, let's go.
That's kind of crazy.
Another scene.
I'm not mad at the Jack hype, but
I mean, no, I don't like Jack. Don't get me wrong. I don't like Jack.
I know you hate Jack.
Yeah, I see potential though, right? Like you got to see the potential. That's all it is.
Only 28 years old, bro. Only 28 years old.
Over 1 billion berries. Like give this man like 20 years of training. I think Jack's gonna be pretty powerful. He's gonna be up there.
Top 3, top 4.
Maybe not top 3 or top 4, but he's up there. He's a number. That's for sure. And then Kaido and Yamato, right? Like I feel like we get like a nice little father-daughter conversation. Kaido's like, hey, maybe I was just a little bit bad, but who cares? And then they just peace out. I feel like that's all I want out of Kaido. I don't want him to come back as like this big, profound player. If he does, fine, but I see him being a great like side character training up the new gen.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see much. It's just redundant.
Yeah,
in my opinion. So I think it's unnecessary.
And then outside of that, I guess we could get some Shanks updates because we don't know what he's doing, right? Do you? Okay, here's the thing too. Like, I haven't heard this theory until just recently, but there are some people. I did a poll. It's a small minority. I think it's like 15%, but 15% of people think that Shanks did not take kids' poneglyphs and that he's now on his way to like run around and pick them all up. How do you feel about that? Do you think Shanks took them? Or do you think Shanks just let Kid have them? Because we don't explicitly see Shanks take it. In the manga, we don't see it. And in the anime, they also hide the scene too. They actually hide it very well because they put like, I think the figurehead of the ship right where Heat's holding it. And then we don't see him take it. And then same with the manga too. So it's kind of, it is weird. So I can see why there's some debate there.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's a real tough one. I don't know.
And then people are saying the same thing with Blackbeard. They're like, well, yeah, like you didn't see Blackbeard take Law's poneglyphs, so does he have them? Because we kind of just assume it. And I see that, but it's hard, right? Like if Shanks and Blackbeard beat both of these characters and they didn't get the poneglyphs out,
I think
kind of suck for them.
It doesn't make sense, but Shanks was trying. It's like he was reluctant to engage, but like after engaging, it seemed like Shanks was all in. So to me, he took the damn. If he didn't take them, somebody else did.
Yeah.
They took the poneglyphs, right? So as of right now, I'm gonna say Shanks took the poneglyphs.
Okay.
Why the hell not? But the thing is, in my opinion, to Shanks, the poneglyphs doesn't matter because he's not really going after the One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's what he wants.
It seems like he just wants to gatekeep it from certain people.
It's gatekeep right now. So it's like, if he takes it, it's not to use himself. So like, why not take it from Kid? Kid's about to die anyway. Just take him.
Yeah.
You know
and plus, I mean, Shanks did say, hey, tell Kid, leave the poneglyphs or fight, right?
He said that. He literally said that. You know, unless he changed his mind after seeing him. But then, like, it was so crazy because I'm like, was Dory and Brogy necessary?
Yeah, destroying the ship after everybody's already done. Maybe they were scared of like Heat and Wire, right? Heat and Wire, they're still standing. Quick, Emma, Boogie, and UK and Bubble Pop, they're still up.
Can you imagine
Quick, Dory,
going
Brogy
to somebody's house to fight somebody, and then all of a sudden you have like your two guys outside, like waiting to burn the house down? It's like, yo, everybody's already knocked out. Like, what are you burning the house down for? You know, but like, I guess this is an example. Like for those powerful guys, it's just like, yo, I want to come in and show my dominance a little bit. Like, don't play with me. You know, I'm a nice guy, but don't push me.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I get
so
it.
Shanks, Shanks, I think he has the poneglyphs too. I feel like if he wants to go after the One Piece, or at least gatekeep, I feel like he needs them at least to like get around like, the same locations that the other characters are. And plus, like, if he does go after the One Piece, then you like not taking these poneglyphs would mean that he now has to go to Whole Cake, Zoe, and Wano. Like, that's a whole trip, you know.
No, I'm not. He ain't trying to do all that. But you know,
putting miles on the tank, dude.
Yeah, who knows? But like,
what about Blackbeard?
What about Blackbeard?
Yeah, does he have the poneglyphs since Beppo like jumped into the water with Law?
That's a tough one.
Because when you think about the Straw Hats and their poneglyphs, like where are they? Right? Like we know Brook has a couple in his head. He has the rubbings in his head, but like, are they still there, or are they on the Thousand Sunny? Like, if you wanted to take the Straw Hats poneglyphs, what would you like? Where would you go? Like, Luffy doesn't have them on his person, so you don't have to beat Luffy. So technically, you could just beat Brook or beat Robin or
Brook, Robin, Frankie, Nami, those guys.
Yeah,
you assume they know where it is. Yeah,
it's weird when you think about it, huh?
Because probably Robin, number one, just because who she is, right? So you assume.
Yeah, you assume she knows where like the rubbings are.
You assume she knows where the rubbings are. So that's probably it.
If they're all in Brook's head, though, that'd be
I
tough.
think Robin is like, you torture her enough, she probably give Brook up. Maybe.
You think Robin would give Brook up?
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think Robin's somebody that would like go to her grave before betraying the Straw Hats again.
Yeah, she already did it once. She can't do it twice.
Yeah, she can't do it again. Or like, we got to kick her off permanently.
Yeah, kick her off the crew.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's
100%. Of course. Build up like a giant tree and then burn it down one more time.
Pretty much.
Yeah, something like that.
Essentially, for sure.
All right, and I think that is it. I mean, unless you have any final thoughts or any other people you want to see. Well, I guess, okay, wait, actually, here's a question. This is something I've been kind of struggling with too. Do you think Elbaf has a villain? Like, on the island right now? Like, if a villain comes later, that's a side conversation, but right now on Elbaf, the Straw Hats get there, do you think there's going to be a big bad guy there? Because I've seen some people say it might be Loki, but I feel like Loki's a good guy.
I don't think Loki's going to be a bad guy. I think it's just going to be one of those situations where they probably bite off more than they can chew and get in trouble, and then Usopp has to get him out of it just based on how he is.
Yeah. Like a very different arc. Kind of like how Egghead Island was like a find the imposter kind of thing for a little bit.
Right. You know, something that I saw, shout out to Joy Boy Theories. He said people hate sometimes on One Piece just because it's not providing the typical outcomes. And it's like, you know, One Piece does have arcs where they provide a typical outcomes. And it's just like, do you want that typical outcome every single time? You know, you'd probably be tired of One Piece at that point. So I thought that was like really profound, how like we get mad at certain things. It's like, yo, why it can't be this way? Why it can't be this way? Why it can't just be? And if you could predict One Piece, you didn't say it was boring, you know, or you'd be bored because like, yo, I can tell everything Oda's gonna do. So
there's no winning.
It really isn't. it really isn't no winning. You just kind of just gotta roll with the punches at that point, because like people are gonna complain,
Yeah.
like
Nobody
no
can
matter
ever
what.
write a perfect story where everybody can be happy. That's just how it is.
I think even outside of perfect story, it's just like with life,
Yeah, and like
yeah, and
people
trying to
too,
make
right?
everybody happy. Like you have a trip planned with your girl, and then your coworkers don't want you to go because they're short staffed, and it's just like, bro,
Sounds
fuck
like personal
y'all.
experience, dude. It's like personal
Oh,
experience kicking in, huh?
bro, that's definitely happened to me before. Where it's just like, I'm about to go on vacation. Somebody either quit or called out or whatever, and it's like, yo, can you? No, what? Hell no.
Yeah, it's
So
not my problem, dude. Unless it's
no
like your
problem.
business, it's not your problem.
Yeah, yeah. If it's your business, yeah. But like if it's just you're working for somebody,
Yeah, and
nah.
then it depends on the pay too, right?
It's crazy, but like I feel like sometimes the more you get paid, the less you care,
Mm.
because
Like those people who
you,
worked at Twitter.
yeah, it's like you hear less considering like, bro, like my job is secure, you know,
Yeah.
like it is what it is. As opposed to like not making as much and you just like worry about every single thing. Like, gotta make
I
sure this is
just I
perfect. I
just
know my
remember
job is
that
insecure.
Twitter video before like Elon Musk like laid off a bunch of people. There was one girl who posted a video. She's like, yeah, this is what a day in my life looks like at work. And she's like, I wake up at 8 o'clock, I go to good old like Twitter headquarters. I play some basketball. I make myself some coffee. I get some free food from the staffer's room. I work for the next 1 or 2 hours, and then I got tired, so I go upstairs to the pool and swim a little bit. I take a little sauna break, and then I go
Why would
work
you
for one
even
more
put that
hour,
on?
and then I drink some wine, and then it's time to go home. It's like, like what the hell?
Why
How
would
is
you
it
why
even
would you put
work?
that on the internet?
Yeah, dude, people were making fun of
That's
her. That's such a great video.
Yeah, she needs help. She needs help on
Yeah.
how to have some etiquette, keep things off the internet. It's just like,
And she was like, I'm getting paid six figures. It's like, damn it, dude, what am I doing wrong?
I don't know. Did you see the guy that exposed his manager, the realtor?
No, no, what's that?
If I remember correctly, there's a guy who he was showing a house, um, and his manager wanted, I guess she was trying to control the whole listing and all that different stuff, but she went and took a shit in the house while it was being staged and locked the door behind her. So then he goes and checks the bathroom, and she left. He called it a submarine in the
That's a
toilet.
good word for it. Yeah, submarine, a
Yeah.
floater.
So then he called her and she said she gonna take care of it. She takes care of it, but he had already taken a picture. But he took the picture and then he exposed her on social media of her submarine, and
Why?
then he got fired. And then people were like, "Is he wrong for getting fired?"
I would say so. I
Yeah, come on,
Yeah,
bro.
I would
Like you
say
can't.
so. Like, why would you
Like
do
even if she
that?
was in the wrong, where she like took a shit in the house that you're staging and locked the door behind her, it's kind of like,
And then plus it's like, like even if it's not a manager, like why would you do that to like a friend or somebody you know, right?
yeah, that's fucked up.
It's like one of those moments where like you like somebody's reaching their hand out for you, you grab it, but you also shoot them at the same time. It's like, why'd you do that?
Yeah, I think for the guy that exposed the manager, they didn't get along. So it's
Okay.
just like,
Yeah, that makes sense. But if they don't get
yeah,
along, then he's just kind of asking for it at that point.
yeah. It's just one of those weird things. It's just like, bro, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, but
That is.
speaking of managers, man, Loki, that I don't think he's gonna be a bad guy. Like I feel like Elbaf worships the sun god too much. I mean, and plus we have to remember that Shanks was just at Elbaf. I feel like it'd be really weird if we got to Elbaf and then we come and find out they have a tyrannical leader just ruling the giants and Shanks was just cool with it.
Um,
I feel like there's a lot of reasons why I'm not a big fan of Loki being a villain. He could be like a villain like the real Loki or not real Loki, but like MCU Loki where, he's good on one end, but he's also like politically evil on the other. I think that could be a possibility, but an outright villain, I don't think so.
I think if Big Mom is in the arc, he gets more interesting. Loki,
Yeah.
I agree with you, is not going to be the typical, you know, villain. Um,
We were friends with his fiance too, right? Like we're good friends with Lola. We beat Big Mom, which is like he didn't like her. Like, dude, we got the giant pirates with us too. They're bringing us back home. Why would they bring us to like a shit show?
What if they're like not as respected?
Oh yeah, we get there. They're making fun of Dory and Brody.
Yeah,
like,
like,
look at these losers.
These losers been fighting for so long away. They couldn't find their way home. It's just like,
I'd make fun of
a
them
little
too.
different. I mean, for Loki, I expect a lot of personality. I expect him to kind of match Usopp a little bit.
Do you think he's gonna fit his silhouette?
Yeah, it's gonna be silhouette. Yes. Yes. Eventually, it's gonna get revealed. But like, that's not what it does things.
Yeah.
At this point, it's expected.
I remember the first silhouette we saw of him. He looked like one of Big Mom's ghost children.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like just a weird black blob, just like with smiling big eyes. He's just like, oh, Lola.
Looked like what's his name from Ranking of Kings?
Oh, I never watched that show.
Boji, a little bit.
I thought you were gonna say Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. He kind of looks like Blue but black.
I love Blue.
Have you seen the? I don't know if I could say it. People used to make like X-rated videos for that show all the time.
Foster's Home?
Yeah.
That's great. I've never seen it.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't look it up personally. Just want to throw that out there. I just see it on Twitter. It floats, dude. It's trending. What are you gonna do? Like I can't close my eyes and foresight that one. It's just sometimes you scroll and you're like, what the hell is this?
I mean, I didn't say anything.
No, I wasn't saying that to you. I was like looking at the camera, right? Like looking at anybody watching right now. Just guys, please, not out of context, but it's just you can't choose your feed sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. It just pops up, Foster's Home of Imaginary Friends,
and it's always blue.
Yeah, that's completely normal, bro. Like, I don't want you to feel like that's not normal.
Yeah. Thank you. If there was a villain that showed up on Egghead though, like outside threats, who? Give me two. Could be anybody. Could be a faction, a single person. It can even be completely wrong or a fan pick. This is fantasy football, and you're drafting them, dude. This is the pick.
Blue.
Blue. You want blue in here, dude? Imagine, yeah. Somebody like there's a holy guy with the blue transformation.
Somebody showing up.
Blue Eduardo.
I think Big Mom.
Okay.
Big Mom. And let's go outside the box. Krieg and Geen. Yeah. Let's say like reuniting in Elbaf. The army of warriors. I mean the country of warriors, Krieg and them over there, just meeting the Straw Hats again. Let's do it. I think Big Mom's going to be back there. I don't know if Shanks goes back there just because like he just left there. I think they meet somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I think Marine presence could be there. So like Fuji or even Smoker, or like, is Kobe going to be moving around now to stop Luffy? More vigorously. Like, do we get like a crew that's set to get that's put together to kind of go sail and try to find a One Piece? I don't know, but I think we're gonna have some Marine presence. I think the arcs are better when it's Marine presence. So, like think about it, Greenbow was in the arc like sooner. It was gonna hit a little different. So it's just one of those where it's really kind of a toss up.
Yeah. No, I like the Marine presence thing. It makes the world also like feel more fleshed out, right?
Yeah, come on, like all this shit going on and no Marines. Come on.
It doesn't have to be anybody big too. It can be like some of our favorite characters, like a Stainless, Bastille, Chatone.
Yeah, like, bro, at some point, like you got to give them Momosagi and Chatone. You got to give them something.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Or a Black Horse. What's his name again in Japanese? We met him once.
I'm forgetting my Japanese right now.
Yeah,
but
One Piece Black Horse.
Tensei. I know it was a K name. Kuruma. Yeah, I know it was a K name. I just can't remember it.
Yeah, bring that guy in here.
We gotta. I mean, it's like Oda is kind of giving us, drip feeding us the different factions. So at some point we're gonna see more of the Black Horse and those dudes. Like, so all these factions that are kind of created to go against each other. Where the whole point is to kind of make the world feel like more normal, more safe. But we gotta wait and see.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like the Big Mom answer a lot.
Yeah.
They need to do something, bro.
Big Mom, her story is too open. I think we need more from her. Kaido, we don't need anything else. So that's why for me.
I would also love if Big Mom does something about the Pudding situation, right? Pudding was like, hey, if Mom was alive, she's not going to let you get away with this, so.
Oh, Katakuri's going to save her.
Yeah. Katakuri, I mean, dude, the whole family would, right?
I don't know. The whole family went to Wano and didn't do shit, so I don't know.
Smoothie, hey, don't sleep on Smoothie. That's your girl right there, right?
Nah, give me Amon, give me Cinnamon.
Stop. Every time we talk about the Big Mom Pirates, you love
Amon,
Smoothie.
Cinnamon, Galette. I like her legs, but like if I had to pick, I wouldn't. She's not at the top of my list.
I'll say this. I like Amande a good amount.
Oh, why?
I think. So I will say this. Like you know me, I'm not a big fan of like long arm, long limb, but I think Amande is the only one that pulls it off.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Amande is the only character in One Piece that pulls off like the long leg, long limb kind of thing. So she's not like one of those. Is she one of those races?
Yeah, she got to be. She's long neck.
Oh, she's snake neck.
Oh, is that snake neck? Okay.
Yeah, snake neck tribe, long neck. Yeah.
So it doesn't have anything to do with your fascination over her hair being blue, right?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
What?
Oh, yeah. Wait, give me Moria, actually. Moria on Elbaf. Moria and Arouge are my two answers. Well, no. Forget Arouge.
Arouge is good.
Moria, Anel. Those are my two.
I think he shops on Elbaf, but he goes back to the moon.
Do you think Anel would survive on Elbaf, dude? Like over here fighting giants?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think he'd do well.
I think so. I think he'd do fine. It's just that I don't think he'd stop.
Yeah.
It's like he finds a new territory that he can terrorize. He's like, okay, let's go.
But maybe he's changed, dude. He has an army now that like worship him. And I think his army's kind of funny if they met the giants. Like he has an army of really small like automatons. Those guys in the land of giants, that'd be scary, dude.
Yeah, they'd be like what you call them? What's the Leo? Tontada, yeah. They'd be like Tontada at this point. No. I don't know. I feel like Anel's being saved a little bit. Right now, it's kind of the Giants. It's their turn to vibe.
Yeah. I just want Moria, man.
I don't understand the fascinating with Moria, but like,
you saw the anime episode, right?
The most recent one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Dude, when they were thinking about Gecko Moria, they put him in the black shading. They got the red eyes. He was moving around, laughing.
It looked all right.
Dude, here, I'll die on this hill, but if you knew somebody who hasn't watched One Piece and you showed them that clip of Moria and told them he was in the final saga, they'd probably think he's the main villain.
Maybe he did look saucy.
Yeah, they made him look good.
Made him look saucy, but just like it's just one aspect.
Yeah, just one aspect.
Just one aspect.
Well, with that being said, though, hey, thank you again, Brago, for stopping by, hanging out. We kind of got off topic with Australia, but that's how it is. Australia is just a big. I think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Australia, but it's not real. We don't know anybody from Australia. That's just until the government pays us a stipend, we're disbelievers.
I don't believe in it. It's not real.
Yeah,
it's not real. Grand Line, Joy Girl.
they're industry plants.
They're plants. Talada Brothers. They're all plants. But yeah, sorry. Yeah. Thanks for having me per usual.
As always, man.